If you are a professional looking to upskill in your industry, a student preparing for an exam, or a lifelong learner who is browsing for strategies to optimize learning and personal development, this video is made for you. Dear friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we delve into mastering the art of learning. We often underestimate the capabilities of our brains. Did you know that the human brain has about 86 billion neurons? And each of these can form countless connections, opening up a large network of a hidden potential waiting for us to unlock. I would like to reflect on my own journey through traditional education. As a young student, I've seen firsthand how traditional education often fails to tap into our incredible potential. I wish someone told me the things I know now. One memory stands out from all: the math class and the teacher who had an incredibly fast-paced way of teaching, introducing a lot of study material and squeezing all inside one regular 45-minute class. There was little room for note-taking, let alone understanding the complicated mathematical problems. In that environment, we faced two choices. One, we could listen and observe without writing. Two, we could listen, observe, and take notes. The problem was that the speed of the class was so fast that the only strategy that I found effective was to listen and observe, so I understand the concept and the logic of the math. Well, to cut a long story short, the math teacher was terrible, and I was adaptable enough to be one of a few focusing on understanding the lecture, and later at home I would open the math book and self-study to catch up on the missing notes. This strategy works well. What I learned from this experience is that learning isn't about absorbing information. It's also about focus, attention, and strategy. Over the years, I've realized that all of us have the remarkable ability to learn anything, and this is true regardless of gender, age, or ethnic background. Yet, I must admit that older people have more difficulties learning new things as their brains are more rigid and less plastic. Despite this, we should inspire others to discover their hidden potential and advocate for enhancing our learning capabilities, opening up more opportunities in life. The biggest downfall of school is that once you leave, no one reminds you to keep learning. My parents did remind me, but back then I did not listen. Nowadays, information overload and constant distraction lead to a cheap dopamine release, and due to economic limitations, technological changes, mental health concerns, staying focused and motivated is even more difficult. But don't worry, I have you covered. To set the stage for effective learning, let me share with you my great abilities so I can show you that nothing is impossible. I can speak, or at least I used to speak, several languages. The problem is, if you stop practicing, you will forget faster than you learn. During my early student years, my German, written and spoken, was excellent, and it wasn't coincidental that my nickname at school was German. Later in life, I ended up working on cruise ships under Italian flag. With no speaking experience, I managed to learn Italian fast. During my time in Italy, I fell in love with the people, the culture, and certainly with the food. Lasagna has remained my favorite food since then. My desire to connect with people who treated me as their best friend motivated me to push through with my language insecurities, and this exposure helped me learn faster. Connecting with diverse cultures through their language is very enriching. Let me share with you a very powerful quote from Czechoslovak statesman and political activist Tomas Garik Masarik. The more languages you know, the more you are human. Another powerful quote which resonates with my heart is from Nelson Mandela. If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. Before we explore effective learning strategies, allow me to first address common misconceptions. The first one is that people believe that individuals are born with predetermined intelligence. Also, they think certain individuals are superior learners. Another assumption is that graduates from prestigious universities are more intelligent and better at learning. While some of these assumptions may hold a degree of truth, in this video we discover the secrets of fast learning. The mind can do many things. It uses logic, understanding, self-awareness, learning, emotional knowledge, reasoning, planning, creativity, problem solving, and critical thinking. The true nature of intelligence, according to experts, involves the ability to perceive information. It also involves applying knowledge adaptively within an environment. A high IQ does not equal greater intelligence. Alfred Binet, a French psychologist, invented the first practical IQ test. His definition of intelligence is that it emphasized judgment, practical sense, initiative, and adaptability as critical components of intelligence. He is also the author of this beautiful quote: "Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death." Now, let's break down how to learn fast in simple terms. The most important thing is that you bring as much focus and engagement to the learning. In other words, engage with the material, stay focused. For example, when reading a chapter from a book or learning a new language, follow these simple steps. Read chapter. Read second time for better comprehension. Read third time for even better digestion. Then take detailed notes. Summarize those notes. Create key points from the notes. Review these condensed notes. Repeat the process the next day. The more stages you go through with this, the more you remember. All this practice will help your brain store the memory better. But for memory storage, you need to review the material over a days. To put it in perspective, the focus and attention techniques are reading with intent, active rereading, and note-taking strategies. The other important topic is sleep. In a non-REM sleep, the part of sleep without rapid eye movement, your brain takes these memories and relates them to different parts of your brain. Here is my other suggestion. Always review everything before bed. You learn faster than any other person. It always worked for me, and it will work for you, and it is a real game changer. Many scientists have made discoveries and have ideas while sleeping, during REM sleep or lucid dreaming. Some published studies show that people who take a 20-minute nap within 4 hours after learning learn much faster. This also applies to people who follow a non-deep sleep protocol, such as sitting quietly. The brain rewires much faster after rest. Additionally, cognitive psychology literature suggests taking frequent short breaks, with 15 minutes being optimal for fast learning. To optimize sleep and take effective study breaks, focus on the role of a non-REM sleep, nighttime review rituals, the power of naps, balancing focus and relaxation, and the science of brain breaks. Another important factor is the environment, which is often overlooked. You want to be in a clean environment. You want a room in the house that you only use for studying, learning or reading. The science is pretty clear. A tidy home environment correlates with mental health, efficiency, and happiness. On the contrary, if our lives are too messy and unstable, we are unlikely to be happy and productive. And that spills over into how we engage with the world around us. To create an ideal learning environment, consider these frameworks. The psychology of a clean spaces, designing a dedicated study area, and impact on a mental health and efficiency. Now, let's discuss a very controversial topic. Firstly, I am not a medical doctor, and this is not medical advice. It is for educational and entertaining purposes only. Some individuals seek accelerated learning and heightened focus, and they turn to pharmacological aids as a quick route to success. Substances like Ritalin, Adderall, L-tyrosine, dextroamphetamine, and excessive amounts of caffeine and nicotine. Yes, these can help with the trigger part, but not with relaxation. As a result, many people get good at doing things, but don't actually learn. Now, you won't find this information in the mainstream medium, but if you consider your natural level as a baseline, increasing your dopamine will help you learn any skill faster. By definition, it's just common sense and simple logic. So if you are trying to learn a new language, taking a small amount of dextroamphetamine, which in my opinion is less harmful than Adderall due to fewer cardiovascular effects, could help you learn faster. Why? This is because dopamine habituates us to things. You can create positive lifestyle habits by inducing dopamine release and engaging in activities you might not typically enjoy, such as reading, learning, or studying. This approach is also known as biohacking, but this is the deep and dark pitfall of all stimulants. The misuse can have serious consequences for both physical and mental health. Therefore, please make an informed decision according to the information provided. Keep in mind these bullet points. 1. It will enhance your alertness without promoting relaxation. 2. You will have the ability to learn faster, but at the expense of potential risk. And 3. You can become proficient at tasks, but without truly engaging in the process of learning. The time to act is now. Seize the opportunity to transform your learning journey. It's never too late to sharpen your skills. By adopting these strategies, you are not just improving your intellect, you are also opening doors to new opportunities and enriching your life's narrative. The real magic happens when you put them into action and witness the tangible results for yourself. Imagine a future where you are no longer held back by limitations. By implementing the strategies outlined in this video, you have the power to unlock your full potential and unleash the beast, the boundless capabilities of your mind. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And today, that step starts with you. Learning is much simpler than you thought. It only needs focus, attention, and the right strategy. Engage with the material as many times as needed. Take notes, take breaks, and get good night's sleep. Study before bed or early in the morning. Think about the learning material while you are falling asleep. Keep the brain working. It takes days to learn. Or you choose the route of biohacking, a quick and fast solution with short-term gains. Yet, long-term consequences may arise if you lack of self-discipline. Either way, the choice is yours. The brain is like a universe full of stars. It's infinite, deep, and unknown. Unlock its powers. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you on the next one.